Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I trust you're having a fantastic evening and you enjoyed the racing out at Greyville. It was tough racing today. However, we did see a very classy animal win, and it actually bolted up. That was Charles Dickens. Very, very tough to beat over 1600 meters. Yeah, so that was fantastic to watch. We also had our bet out in Ireland, striking, that bolted up. I think it was 11 lengths or something that bolted up for us. That was a fantastic tip. So we're going to have the postman tipping out at Turffontein, and hopefully the postman can deliver for us. So here's the postman.
Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, no matter where in the world you guys are, and a big warm welcome to the Top Tipper family. Before we get into our selections for Turffontein on Sunday the 11th, we just go back and we look at the Val meeting on Thursday quickly. Unfortunately, initially our best bet and value bet got scratched. However, I did suggest that we get involved with Duke of Sussex. That one duly arrived for us. I think went off around about 72, so we got something there. And in the last race, I suggested a place bet on Gregor McGregor, and that got pipped on the line, but still 8 to 10 on drum, so that wasn't too bad, guys, and I hope we all got on. As I said, racing comes to us on Sunday the 11th of June. We at Turffontein, we're on the stand-side track. We have 9 races carded. First is due off at 1200 hours. Guys, really tricky card. A lot of juveniles, a lot of first-timers. We know that these juveniles can improve in leaps and bounds. So please, guys, just play cautiously. Again, we did see Gavin Arena came down after the first race at Greyville. I hope everything goes well. I hope he's all right. So just check for jockey changes as well. Guys, let us go through the selections. And first race, as I said, due off at 1200 hours, is a juvenile plate over 1160 meters. I go through here, and my first selection would be only like 2 horses here. Will be the 1 Ethanator, and that's Manga Kamala for the Terry Yard. There was a ton of support for this one first time out. Obviously, it must have been showing something. Lost ground, lacked a little extra at the death, but I'm certainly looking for an improved effort here. Is drawn more on the outside, and I think this is a horse to beat. For second, I have gone for the 6, MK's Dream. Muzieni retains a ride here for Robbie Sage. Nasty bred, Son of Erupt, and these are the only 2 guys I think take swingers and box exactors, and we've gone 1 and 6. We'll move on to the second race on the card. This is the first leg of our bipart, due off at 12:30, a maiden juvenile plate for the girls over 1160 meters. And excuse me, we go through here. First selection is the 5, Mary's Greenlight. 2 very decent efforts. Diego de Gavea gets the ride, and I'm looking for a decent effort from the 5. For second, I've gone for a little bit of a rough here. This is the 4, Lady of Elliot. We go and we look at this. Mary's Greenlight, our first selection is at 2 to 1. The second selection is at 14 to 1. And when we go and we look, Lady Elliot, go and watch the rerun. First time out, drawn wide around the bend, finished only 5 lengths behind Cullinan Blue. And honestly, I think on that effort, I have no idea why this horse is so high up in the betting. We at Top Tipper are certainly going to have a small each way on this. And if this thing goes down striding out, we will certainly have a decent place bet strike on the 4, Lady Elliot, and that is our second selection. After that, guys, I'm going for the first timer here. This is horse number 2, Just Be Lacquer, is drawn on the right side of the track. JP van der Merwe gets you right for the Dawson yard. I like the breeding on this daughter of William Longsword, and I'm going to even throw this one in our bipot. For fourth, I've gone for the 10, and this is Thing Called Love. Gavlarina gets you right here for the Van Vuren yard. Decent effort last time out, and I think good enough for back end of trifectas and quartets. So race 2, 5, 4, 2, and 10. Third race on the card, draw at 1300 hours, maiden plate over 1,000 meters. And in the third race, we find the value bet of the day for us. This is horse number 1, Brosnan. Dennis Swaz gets a ride here for the Tony Peter yard. This is the first run for the stable. We see how well Tony gets his horses first time out, and I think at 4-1, I think this is great value. For second, we've gone for the 5 Statesman, Craig Zaki for the Van Vuren yard. Was backed last time out, ran against winners, certainly must be included in all exotics. For third, we've gone for the 6 Viva Spirit, Gavlarina for the Van Vuren yard. Well-bred son of Erupt, and we're going to throw this one in as well. And for fourth, we've gone for horse number 3. This is Joker Man, Keegan de Miller for the Van Vuren yard. Small field of 7 runners. For those that want to take a chance, banker the value bet, or put in 3 or 4 and see if we can double up. Race 4, guys. This is due off at 13:35, a Pinnacle Stakes for the girls over 1,600 meters. Please take note, horse 5, Tulip Tree, has been scratched, leaving us a field of 6. When we go through this race, the 2 class horses, guys, are horses 1 and 2, Feather Boa and Bless My Stars. However, both of them, in my opinion, are prepping for something else. Will they be 100% for the race? I doubt. However, class may carry them through. In the bipot and the place accumulator, I'm certainly not going to just take both of them. I'm going to include the 6 as well. If one of them run off the board, half the tickets are gone. So race 4, we've gone 2, 1, 6, and 3. PA and bipot, I'm going to go 1, 2, and 6. We move on to race 5. This is due off at 14:10. This is the half-out winter juvenile stakes for fillies over 1,400 meters. Please take note, guys. Horse 1, Be Real, has been scratched. Again, we go through this race. Several horses with decent form. Some of them have not been around the bend, so we're just going to be careful here. My narrow first selection here is horse 5, Queen of Camelot, JP van der Merwe, and retains the ride for the Hodelarcus yard. Good effort last time out, finishing second behind White Pearl. I do think he'll reverse the form there. And as I said, narrow first selection. For second, we've gone for the 4, Platina Princess. This is the current favourite, around about 18-10. We've thrown that one in. This one has been around the bend, so should be all right there. For third, we've gone for the 7, White Pearl. Again, 2 decent efforts. Keegan de Miller gets a ride here. Nicely drawn at 1. Must be included in all exotics. And for fourth, we've gone for the 3, Colorado Creek. Apprentice Kajedi gets a ride here for the Crawford yard. Again, he won well last time out. But we go and look, he was drawn on the right side. Excuse me. It did go off at long odds, and maybe good enough back end of trifectas and quartets. So race 5, we've gone 5, 4, 7, and 3. We move on to the 6th race on the card, due off at 14:45. This is another juvenile stakes over 1,400 meters. And my narrow first selection here is the 3, Pure Predator, Gavlarina gets him out here. Excuse me. For the Fani Broncos yard, has some very good form. If we're looking for a negative, guys, never been around the bend, so don't go and jump onto the 5-2 or 28-10. Just be careful here. Good horse, good form, question mark around the bend. My second choice is horse 10. This is Long Sword. And Magutla gets a ride here for Sean Terry. I'm sure that Ant wouldn't go to Joburg to have a look at the weather. Must be included in all bets. Don't worry about the price. For third, we've gone for the 2. This is Max the Magician. Muzi Yeni retains a ride here for the Magna yard. Won well last time out. Must be included in all exotics. For third, I've gone for Ruffy, the 7 Lincoln Navigator. Tega Digavea for the Van Furen yard. Nicely drawn at 1. An inclusion in larger bets. So race 6, 3, 10, 2, and 7. Race 7 on the card, you're off at 15.20. A Jubilee Stakes, grade 3, over 1,800 meters. And going through here, guys, we find my best bet on the card. This is horse number 2, Jimmy Don. Gavlarina, nicely drawn at 1. Erica Verdenise, what more do we have to say? 28-10, we certainly need to get on that. And I'm going to take a chance and bank at Jimmy in all our exotics. For second, I've gone for Indlamo. Again, and Magutla for the Terry yard. Again, like I said, I don't think he's going to Joburg to look at the weather. This one was scratched last week or the other day. And I'm going to throw this one in. Obviously, Sean scratched for a reason. For third, I have gone for the 1, Porta Manzano. Again, this is a classy animal. 2 negatives drawn 9 out of 9, carrying 62. But in this field, certainly will make his presence felt. For third, we got for 5, Pyromaniac. This has let the side down on numerous occasions, but larger perms throw this one in. So race 7, I do think 2 is the right one, and we've got 2915. 8th race on the card, you're off at 15.55, maiden plate for the girls over 1,800 meters. Tough race. Narrow first selection. Yes, the 2-year-old Spring in Heaven, going 1,800 for the first time. We go look at this field. There's nothing here going to Hollywood, so I'm certainly looking for the 2 to continue improving. And that is my narrow first selection. For second, we've gone for the 1, Ida Bell. Ken Brewer for the Alec Laird yard. Again, this is only at 6 runs. Last time out, over 1,800 meters. Lacked a finishing effort. But again, in this field, must be included. For third, we've gone for horse number 4, Auntie Pitty Pat. Again, an average sort. Reason why we're throwing this one in, Samanga Kamala gets you right for St. John Grey, and Samanga always rides well for the yard. For third, we've gone for Pink Diamond, Gabriel Peterson for the Matchett yard. A good effort last night behind Godfather. If seeing out the 1,800 meters, again, must have a chance. Tough race, guys, here, putting as many as the budget will allow, and we've gone 9, 1, 4, and 3. We'll move on to the lucky last. This is race 9, off at 16.30, maiden plate over 1,800 meters. Toughest race on the card. Put the field. Narrow first selection is the 4, Broadway. Chase Majan for Robin Clarkson. Again, has got some fair form. However, we've got to take notice, has had 22 runs and is still a maiden. So this one's certainly not going to go to Hollywood. For second, we've thrown in the 6, Ferry Davian. This is a Cabela Mazziani for the Brett Crawford yard. First run in the province. I certainly think it has been campaigning against a bit stronger. Must be included in everything. For third, we've gone for the 5-man's night. Gabriel Peterson again for the Matchet yard. 10 runs, still a maiden. Gabriel seems to get the best tune out of this one here. For fourth, we've gone for the 8, going global. Nice roughie here. Matthew Thackeray for the Tyrone Zaki yard. And I'm certainly looking for an improved effort from here. Last night wasn't a bad run behind just VAR at 25-1. Maybe he can sneak into the back in the trifectas and quartets and make them pay. So the Ace 9, 4, 6, 5, and 8 load up there. Guys, as I said, it's quite a tricky card with all these juveniles, a lot of first-timers, a lot of horses prepping for feature races, so just tread warily. And again, please watch for jockey changes, please check for scratchings, and check for betting moves. Take it easy, look after yourself. Stevie, back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for that, the postman. We really appreciate it. See, you've tipped a 9-race program out at Turffontein, your bar pot and your PA, your jackpot 1, jackpot 2, and your best bet Jimmy Don at 28-10, and your value bet Brosnan at 4-1. So please, Lord, let them arrive. And we do have some bets out at Ireland, so have a look at that on our TikTok, and hopefully that can arrive as well. So all in all, enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.